Welcome, everyone. I just want to thank God for this amazing opportunity to be sharing this message with you. I am excited because I prepared this message quite a while ago. When I prepared it, I felt that I was not ready to share it, but today I felt that the Spirit of God is leading me to share it with you today. And the topic for today is there is purpose for your pain. We know that we go through a lot of things in life, and we wonder, why is this happening to me? Why do I have to go through so much pain? Why me? Why not someone else? Why are these things happening to me? But today's message is saying there is purpose for your pain. And we all know the scripture in the book of Romans 8:28, which says, and all things, not some things, all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. It says all things work together. So anything that you're going through that is causing you pain, it is working together for your good. So my story is a story that is filled with a lot of broken pieces. It's filled with terrible choices, ugly truths. I'm a woman who made a lot of mistakes from a very young age. When I was still young, I fell pregnant while I was still at school. As a result of that pregnancy, I ended up getting married for wrong reasons. I got married because I was hiding my shame. I got married because I was worried what my parents will say. So as a result of that, I started making a lot of wrong decisions based on that. So as a result of the wrong decision that I made from the beginning, I started having a series of wrongs, and a lot of wrongs as a result of the first mistake that I made. So that's where my challenges started in life. But also my story is a story that is filled with a major comeback, peace in my soul, and grace that saved my life. I'm a woman that is chosen by God to help other women to get out of situations that they are going through. I'm used by God to help other women, that God is not done with you yet, that God is gonna use your situation to for your good, and everything that is happening in your life is not a mistake, but God is taking you through to prepare you, to propel you for the next level in life. The truth is, we all go through things in life. We go through pain, we go through disappointment, we go through loss. And it's so easy to get discouraged and ask yourself, why is this thing happening to me? But the principle that I've learned in life is that don't put a question mark where God has put a period. The reason why you are asking that question is because you cannot see a bigger picture. You can only see what is happening at the moment now, but you cannot see a bigger picture. This thing is the same thing as a puzzle. When you see a puzzle, it looks so beautiful when it's complete, but when you take one piece, you isolate it, and you take pieces, you put them in different places, it won't make sense. It will look like it's a funny piece. Why is it looking like this? Why is this picture, the shape of this picture, of this piece is like this? It's because it's on its own, it's isolated. But when you start putting all the pieces together, you're like, wow, this makes sense. You can see most of the time, maybe it's the picture of the sun or the sunset. It starts looking beautiful because all the pieces have come together. So that what happens in our lives, when things are scattered, when things are happening, this is happening, that is happening, and you don't understand why things are happening in my life, why that is happening. But when things come together, at the end of the day, you understand the reason why I went through this, it was for this reason. The reason why I went through this pain, it was for this reason. Then when that time comes, you get to understand. When the puzzle come together, you start understanding, okay, that's why I had to go through this. So what we need to understand is that God doesn't make a mistake. So anything that you are going through, anything that is happening, it doesn't happen because it's a mistake. Because God cannot allow anything to happen to us, or never allow anything to happen to us that is not going to change us, that is not going to strengthen us, that is not going to take us to the next level. God doesn't make mistakes. He has already designed your life. He has laid out all the small pieces together. And he knows why you have to go through that. He has prepared everything for you. God never said we'll understand everything that is going to happen along the way. He didn't say that trouble will never come along the way. He didn't say disappointment will never come along the way. But he said everything will work together for our good. So anything that you're going to be going through in life, anything that is going to be happening in our lives is going to be working together for our good. So all the pain that we are suffering, all the pain that we are feeling, is a preparation for what God has in store for us. As I said, that there is pain, there's purpose for your pain. So the pain that you're going through, there is a purpose in it. The key is, what do we do while we are in that pain? The truth is, pain will change us, will never remain the same. And what you'll do with that pain will depend on you. We'll either come out of the pain praising God or blaming God, or you'll come out of the pain being bitter or better. So it's up to you what you decide with the pain that you receive. But all I'm saying today is that don't let that pain be in vain. Can God trust you with that pain? The pain that you're going through, can it change you to be a better person? Can that pain that you're going through make you a better person? I remember when I was going through challenges in my marriage. As I said, I got married when I was very young. As a result, it didn't last. We got divorced and I got married again. So this time, second time around, when I got married, I made up my mind. I'm going to make sure it works. I'm going to make sure it works. I'm going to make sure I'm going to fight. So when I was going through challenges in my second marriage, I went through a lot of abuse, a lot of things, and unfaithfulness. But when I was going through that pain, when I was going through that, I focused on God. I started praying more, and I started praying to God and asking God for guidance, asking God to be with me, to strengthen me in that pain that I was in it. I knew that I was not going to survive, because in the beginning, when it all started, the unfaithfulness, the cheating, when it started, it changed me. I became a different person. I was a different person. I remember there was a time I was starting to fight the women. I'll chase the women, chase them, try to fight them, saving my marriage. I was doing everything, because you remember, there's a stigma attached to being divorced. So remember, I was already divorced the first time. So this second time around, I was not allowing it. I was going to fight for it. I was going to make sure I will do anything to save this marriage. So I started focusing, before I started focusing on God, I started fighting the women. And the woman that I was fighting most was my friend, who was having an affair with my husband. It was my friend. So I was fighting her. At first, I started talking some sense to her. I told her, please, leave us alone. I love my husband. I love my marriage. And we just had a son. And I want to make sure this thing works. She didn't listen. And then I changed. I became something else. I started chasing her. She will come and drop him at the gates of our house, take my car and chase her, fight her. Then later I realized, this is not me. I've become a different person. This is not me. And it got to a point where I said, I'm going to save this. I'm going to make sure this marriage works. I spoke to my husband. I said, I'm going to accept her in our lives. She's going to be your mistress, and I'm going to be your wife. If this is going to save my marriage, because I don't want to divorce, I'm going to save this one. And I accepted her. She became a mistress. She will come in our house. We'll all sleep in one bed, all of us in one bed. And, but later I said, no, this is not right. I think I was losing my mind then. I said, this is not right. There is nothing like that. I'm a wife. I'm sleeping with my husband, with a girlfriend in our house who was my friend. That thing is not normal. And it was at the time that I started focusing on God. I cried out to God. I started praying to God. I started focusing on church. I said, God, I surrender this problem to you. I started surrendering my problem to God, because I tried to fight it. I tried to talk about it. I tried to negotiate with him. I tried everything to save it, because I had made up my mind that I'm not coming out of this one. we've got a baby. I had the first one, had 2 girls, and we got divorced. This one, I'm not letting it go. I'm keeping this one. But I realized this was not going to work out. I started focusing on God. I started praying to God. I cried out to God, God, save my husband. Let him be a child of God. Let him be born again. I will pray. In church, everyone in church knew this was a prayer point. I'll be crying because I loved him and I didn't want to let go. I didn't want to divorce. I fought for my marriage. And it was at that time that I started, because I was spending more time with God, I started praying more time, praying to God, spending more time with God. He'll go at night, he'll go on Friday, come back on a Monday. And I used to cry. But this time around, I said, I'm not crying. I started praying more. When he'll disappear on Friday, come back on Monday. When he come back on Monday, I'll be smiling. I'll be, and he started suspecting, are you having an affair? I said, no. I found a comforter who is the Holy Spirit. I started spending more time with God. I started praying more. I started worshiping more. It was at the time that I had a first encounter with God, where I started hearing an audible voice of God. I remember there was this day where God said to me, park your car, go upstairs. I went upstairs in our house. He said, sit down. I sat down. And he said, open the book of Hebrews. I opened the book of Hebrews. Imagine God preaching to you. I opened the book of Hebrews. When I opened the book of Hebrews, God started speaking to me. He said, remember what I told Abraham. I told Abraham he's going to be a father of many nations. I told him he's going to be a father of many nations. And he said, remember, situation looked otherwise. But I kept my word in Abraham. He became a father of many nations. So I've taken care of your situation. Don't worry. It was like God, the way God was talking that day, it was like he was like shouting, but in a way like, can't you see I've taken care of it? Because I used to pray about it every time when I'm praying, God help my husband. This was my prayer point. I was not praying about anything. My focus was on my marriage and my husband and making sure that he becomes the man of God. That was my prayer point, because as I told you, I had made up my mind that I am not divorcing this time. I am making sure this one is not, we are not separating with this one. I remember a lot of people will come to me, tell me stories. We saw him walking with so and so. He'll be seen everywhere. He'll be doing things. People thought I'm crazy. But she's a beautiful man. Why she's allowed? But I had made up my mind. I'm not letting go of this one. So it was at that time that God started talking to me. It was at that time that God started, I started experiencing God, the presence of God, and the ministry of the Holy Spirit in my life. It was the trouble that I was going through. As I said, that there is purpose in your pain. And when God told me that, I knew that I must let go. I must just focus on other things and also praying for other people. Other times we experience pain that has nothing to do with our choices. Things just happen in your life that you didn't plan, that you are busy doing the right things, honoring God, and things start to come your way that causes pain. But you need to understand that even that, God is going to use it to your advantage, because God doesn't allow anything to happen in your life that is over, that you cannot handle. And you must remember that is in control of everything. God is in control of everything that happens. Even is in control of our enemies. When before the devil or Satan tempted Job, he asked permission from God. So God doesn't allow things to happen to us that you cannot handle. So whatever that is happening in your life right now, it's either is coming to strengthen you, is coming to grow you, is coming to make you a better person or to build your character, or you're going to learn and become a better person. It might be painful right now, but it's going to work together for our good. Everything that we are going through is happening together for our pain, for our good. But even the pain that you go through is happening in your life for your pain. But the question is, can God trust you with that pain? Can God trust you with the pain that you're going through? What are you going to do about it? The pain that you went through. We know a lot of things have been born out of the pain. A lot of ministries have been born out of the pain. A lot of businesses have been born out of the pain. A lot of things, as you are going through the pain, it's just to give birth to something. We all know that even Jesus, when he died on the cross, he went through pain. It was painful, but he didn't focus on the pain. He focused on what was about to come as a result of pain. So that needs to be our mindset. That needs to be our attitude, that what is happening in our lives is not there to destroy us. That pain that we are going through is there to strengthen you. It's going to bring good or great things out of your life. And the situation that you're going through is not there to destroy you, but it's going to bring the best out of you. So God is counting on you right now, that whatever pain that you're going through, you're going to use that same pain to heal others. It is very easy to help someone go through, get through something if you have gone through something, which means you are more qualified than a person who is looking from a distance, who is just imagining things. It's like me, when a person comes with a problem, when they say, I'm going through challenges in my marriage, I need a prayer, I take it so personal, because I understand what they are going through. I understand what kind of prayer points we need to focus on, because I know I've went through it. I know that if I don't pray about it, or I don't pray with them, they might not be stronger at that time when they are going through pain. So they need me to lift them up. They need me to strengthen them. They need me to encourage them while they are going through the pain. So the pain that you are going through, God is going to use it to help someone else to get out of their situation. Someone is waiting for you to help them with your story, what you went through. Is waiting for you to strengthen them, that no, it's not going to kill you. It might look like it's difficult, but it's there to strengthen you. Our pain is not to destroy us. Our pain is connected to our purpose. There is purpose in our pain. God is going to use that same story that looks like it was there to destroy you. It was there to kill you. It was there. You may be, people are even laughing at your situation. People are even are mocking you. But that same story is going to help someone else to go through, to get through their situation in the future. So allow God to use your story for his glory. Allow your God to use your pain for his glory. Don't just waste that pain, because if you don't help someone else with that pain, which means you went through that pain for something, the reason why you are in so much pain, you are about to give birth to something beautiful. When a woman is about to give birth, they go through so much labor pain. When you are about to give birth, the pain is so unbearable that you can't even stand it. You even want to die. But immediately when you give birth to the baby, you even forget the pain. What you're going through right now is the pain of the baby that you are about to give birth to. You are about to give birth to a ministry. You are about to give birth to a business. You are about to give birth to something that is greater, that is bigger than yourself. And God is allowing you to go through it so that it's going to build your character, so that it's going to make you passionate about it. You can only get passion sometimes when you've gone through something and you've experienced the pain of it. So I just want to thank God for this amazing opportunity. I believe that as much as you are going through the pain right now, and as much as you think that it is not going to end, God is going to use that same pain to take other people out of their situation. So can you allow God to use your pain for his glory? Can you allow God to use your pain to heal other people? Can you allow God to use your experiences? Because right now it might be painful, but I'm telling you, when you are out of it, you look back, you'll say, I thank God I went through it. I thank God I experienced it. I thank God I had to taste it, because I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I didn't go through it. So the pain is not there to destroy. It's not there to kill you. It's not there to finish you. But it's there. It's taking you to your purpose. When you get to your purpose, and look back, you say it was all worth it. It was all worth the pain. It was all worth the experience. Because I'm now a better person. I'm now a stronger person. I'm now a wiser person. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, and God bless you.